All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're back. We're live. We haven't died. Don't know if everyone's got the Rona or not. So hopefully you're washing your hands, taking care of yourself, doing everything that you possibly can. Didn't put up a top 5 today. You'll get something tomorrow. So I'm running a little bit behind. But we did just get a text message from our boy Slim Whitman. If your guests are not kind to me today, I will be calling in to express myself today, and I am very expressive. They, them. He wants us to use the they, them. So, yeah. Anyways, since we're just starting the live stream, if you got questions, get them in the chat box, either down below, over to the sides, wherever it shows up on your screens, and I will dive in and answer them. Also, some of you may be noticing we have a new snowboarding super chat wheel of misfortune back here. It's here. It's loud and annoying, too. Very loud. Very loud. Very annoying. But, yeah, so coming soon, we're going to do a prize giveaway. It's going to be a snowboard. I'm working out the details on that right now. So we got that. But right now we got stickers, sticker envelope, one section for the jumbo sticker envelope today, another section with sticker envelope, and then just a regular sticker on there. So Tom T wants to kick this off with the super chat. Spin to win. So there you go. It's spinning. Just for comparison's sake. That's the old one. Sorry, Tom, you lose. But yeah. That's the new snowboarding super chat wheel of misfortune back there. As you can see, it took some time. Balancing might be a little bit off on it by about 2 grams. I got to fuck around with that later today. But yeah. Anyways, let's get you guys your guys' questions answered. First one comes in from Alpine Ibex. Next merchandise drop. There are mystery bags and mystery boxes packed. They're ready to go. With everything that happened last week, I had a Summit County family emergency. Had to go take care of the Summit County family. We're back. Everything's good. Summit County family's good, but I had to take care of them, which required a bunch of shit. I'll maybe talk about it later. I don't really know. Those that know. Those that don't might not need to know. But yeah, there's going to be 2 different sized mystery boxes. So you can either get the mystery bag, which is the small one, or you can get the mystery box, which has more stuff in it. I was hoping to have it up today. I'll be honest. I feel like shit. So I ate some food and played video games for most of the morning and didn't give a fuck. I also tried to run up and down the stairs, and that fucking hurt. So, and I look like I haven't slept in a week. I'm still catching up on sleep from the Summit County family emergency. So yeah, let's see, where else were we? Okay. Story 3333. What do you think people who snowboard could do to help the snowboarding industry the most? People that snowboard actually help the snowboard industry more than snowboarders. People that snowboard do not scoff generally at the price of shit. They just drop it and assume that that's the price that they have to pay so they can do it. I mean, if you really want to support the snowboard industry as a whole, support the shops that you like, whether it's online or your local shop. Go where you feel comfortable spending your money and you feel that you're getting it. Support the media entities that you like, whether that's through their Patreon or just watching their stuff, which reminds me, I got to set up memberships on this fucking thing at some point as well. You know, support the brands that you think support snowboarding. Do your part. I mean, it's all, that's pretty much it that I can say about that, is everyone has to do their part. Okay, Marco Figueroa. Gotta miss out on the new motherfucking wheel. Appreciate the mystery box. Ready to enter wet t-shirt contest. Damn right you are, buddy. Yeah, so everyone that won mystery prizes from me in the previous live streams, it looks like everything has been sent out or has shown up yet. So we're finally caught up. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Where else were we? All right. Okay. Sam Bradbury, I'm looking at buying the Yes Standard. Not sure if I should get the 62 or 67. I'm 6'1", 230 pounds, 10.5 to 11 boot size. What would you suggest? If you're really looking for a lot of grip and you're really hard charging and that's it, 67. But if you're looking for more versatility, kind of go everywhere, do everything, 62. All right. Fucking asleep over here, people. It's the worst. Fucking dying. You can see it in my eyes. I'm dead on the inside. I mean, more dead than normal. I'm already dead on the inside. Oh, also, good news for everyone in the southern hemisphere, at least in Australia, New Zealand. Looks like the resorts are opening down there. They're doing a good thing. Still trying to figure out what's going on in Argentina and Chile. That takes a little more work. Mount Bachelor reopened for pass holders, and I think you had to reserve your spot. Mount Hood is open, but you have to reserve your ticket 24 hours in advance. High Cascade Snowboard Camp delayed until I think July now is what they're saying. Not sure what's going on with Woodward. Beartooth Ski Resort in Montana opens on the 30th, but that's only for Wyoming and Montana people. So if you're looking to go summer shred, they will be open, but only if you're local to Montana or Wyoming. So, yeah. Okay. So Matthew Platt asks, what do you think of Signal and their direct-to-consumer platform? Is it sustainable? I really dig what they are doing. I think that's the future. In all honesty, for Signal, that probably saved that company versus dealing with shops not paying on time or, shops not placing orders. You just take it right to the consumer base and let them decide. And you give them multiple payment options so they can do a payment plan where you're paying, I think it's $43 a month or $29.99, something like that, depending which one you go with. I think that's a really good option and could be the future. I think it's viable for them. It also, you don't have to over order everything you have and pray that you sell it and shit. So there's that. Also, in other good news, a lot of companies have started to ship their 2021 products. So we were kind of worried about delays on stuff. I know Capita has shipped their boards. Burton has their stuff in here. Interior Plane Project has their boards, and they're going to be shipping. So it looks like a bunch of companies are shipping. All right. All right. Okay, what else we got here? All right, Cynthia, you might be on your way to becoming a game show host. I will only be a game show host if it's The Running Man. I want to be like the movie The Running Man. I want to be that guy and making convicts run for their lives and fighting gladiators to the death. They're probably going to lose. It's going to be fucking great. I'm all about that. All right. Michael Anderson, what's been your most regretful snowboard purchase? Okay, so the most regrettable purchase I ever made was a Santa Cruz Panther Ply snowboard. Oh, you got to spin again on there. But yes, the Santa Cruz Panther Ply. Literally literally the board that made me become a... Jesus, you got the other spin again. All right, let's crank this bitch. Ugh. Still think there's some balancing issues on there. It's about 2 grams off. I got to figure that one out. Jesus. All right. Anyways, yeah, Santa Cruz Panther Ply. Fucking worst thing on goddamn earth. It's the board that made me a reviewer. It really did. Wow. If that had been the snowboard, you would have won it. Because I'm going to be giving a snowboard away. Thinking of doing an all-day marathon live stream thing. Like 5 different live streams in a day. Kind of old school, like what we did last year. Doing that. But further proof, people, you can fucking win on this thing. Anyone says it's rigged. You see that? I spun that thing 200 times today and only had it hit twice in there, and it's already hit once in the live stream. Fucking amazing. Okay. All right. Ooh, Parker Goki. There's a Rosinal Fish 147 for $10 on eBay. Should I grab it? It's $10. You could buy candy bars and be happy for like the minute, or you could buy that for $10 and maybe be happy for a season. Go do it. Ugh. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, where were we? Christian Meza. I started snowboarding last season, bought a GNU Money for $250 new. Do you think that's a good starter board? Yes, I love the Money. The Money is a fun board. That is a great board to progress on if it fits your needs. But you've already bought it. You've probably already ridden it, so who fucking cares what I think? You don't need validation from me, people. You're adults. I trust that you can make adult decisions. All right. Adnan Fezlik, just got my first full camber board, Burton Custom. I haven't seen a review from you. Thoughts on that board? Thought I'd get a classic and not something new and hyped. I haven't been on the custom camber in a couple of years, but I don't think really too much has changed. I think they tweaked the core profiling and changed the names of the materials that they're using. I mean, you're talking about going with Old Faithful. That's fucking Old Faithful. I mean, I owned one in 1999 and again in 2001, I think. So, yeah. I would like to get on that. I'm trying to work out reviews for the fall. So let's give you a spin of the wheel, bud. Ugh. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Isn't that beautiful back there? Oh, shit. You want a jumbo envelope, Adnan? Shoot me an email, info@angrysnowboarder, and I will get that to you. And we will do that. Okay. Chris Bond, I'm jacked up on hydroxychloroquine. Spin that motherfucking wheel. Just don't go senile on me, man. Sorry, you lose. Okay. All right. Okay. First person that emails me right now gets a fucking sticker pack courtesy of Adnan because he's in Sticker Club and gets stickers every month. So info@angrysnowboarder. Feel free to email me. First person that does, getting a jumbo sticker envelope. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Also, if the super chat isn't working for you, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I don't control it. I have no say in this thing. I am nothing more than a passenger on the vehicle of YouTube. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Josh Rush. New wheel Stoke. All right. Breaking it in for you, buddy. Look at the fucking size of that thing. It's got a 32-pound base holding it together. All right, Josh. Oh. All right. Sticker envelope for Josh. There you go, buddy. All right. Jack Ripper, Satan loves you all and the new wheel. Of course, with the $6.66 super chat. Fucking all about that life. Hail Satan, everybody. We're going for it. Oh, it's picking up speed. All right. Gotta take two of those off. Jack Ripper. All right, everybody. Woo! All right. Okay, where were we? All right, let's see. Okay, Alpine Ibex. Last question. Your go-to place in Breck for food, which has survived the shutdown with curbside pickup. Stuff is still reopening here so far. I will say this. Fucking Fatty's Pizzeria put Alan into the kitchen, who's normally like the chef over at one of their other restaurants as like an executive chef. The pizza is fucking phenomenal. It's like the best it has been since I moved here. So yeah, Fatty's is fucking crushing it with pizza. Otherwise, Modus reopens I think this weekend. Whiskey Star's open. Orem is definitely open. I've gotten food from there once. Let's see what else is. Blue River Bistro has been crushing it. The deal, though, the screaming deal for Breckenridge right now is Fiesta Jalisco. 2 for $1, 32-ounce margaritas, and they're giving you to-go cups to wander Main Street. Fucking $16 for 64 ounces of margarita. You're fucked. It's great. Do it. All right. Yeah, that's about all I got for that. Dan Rao, thoughts on the Capita Party Shark? I need to ride it. I've got my eye on it. I think it's essentially an old Charlie slasher, possibly, like, or some kind of amalgamation of it. Someone had told me something, and I'll be honest, I brain farted. Also, I probably haven't slept in a week. So, I mean, look at these eyes. I look awful. I look like shit. I'm dying. I'm already dead on the inside. So, all right, let's see. Ryan C., what kind of computer setup would you recommend for video editing, brand, model, RAM, storage? I'd recommend you go to someone that actually gives a shit about that stuff. I'm an Apple whore. I just buy Apple shit and it fucking works for me until it doesn't work anymore, and then I buy a new one. I mean, the computer that's filming this right now is a fucking 2011 MacBook Pro. This is a 2020 MacBook Pro. There's a fucking iMac Pro over there that I edit with all of them. I don't know. And fuck. I don't pay attention to that shit. If I built a computer, it would just be a Hackintosh. I'm not the guy to ask. Okay, where were we? Let's see. Okay. Whew. Okay. Titty Sprinkles. Daylight Donuts stay open? Yes, Daylight Donuts is still open, and now they take credit cards, which is like the craziest thing on earth. Fucking credit cards at Daylight Donuts. Never thought I'd see that day. Also, further proof that the crepe stand, even during a pandemic, will be crowded. Drove down Main Street, like right after the pandemic started. Fucking line at the goddamn crepe stand. Still a line when they open at the crepe stand. Fucking weird. All right. Surprised Slim Whitman hasn't called in yet. Don't know where he is. Ugh. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, I feel like I'm missing some questions here. No, I think we're kind of caught up on questions. Well, anyways, if anyone's got questions, make sure you get them over in the chat thing, and I will fucking get to them. Let's see. What else is going on here? This is the funniest texted in question to the phone, to the angry line, which is 970-329-2012 or 389. I don't fucking even remember. Is L Stacker fair game to roast, or am I just a giant dickhead? Well, we roast him almost every live stream, so fuck it, go for it. A very great funny one called Biggest Dickus. Gotta watch out for Biggest Dickus too. All right, Kurt Nagahori. Ooh, good question. What's the price of the War Orca going to be? Will it be available for next season? Talk to Nate and get him moving, please. I need this in my life. I have no idea what the price is going to be. I have no idea when it's going to be available. I do need to talk to Nate, but I think that's because we want to do some limited edition lumberjacks, angry lumberjacks. So I got to figure out pricing on that for him. But here's a spin of the wheel, Kurt. Hear that thing clapping back there? It's clapping for you. Look at that thing. Still going. Nope. You lose. Ugh. All right. Okay. Let's see. Yes, the hypno effects are gone from the wheel, but I mean, if you really need it, it's right here. Like, this one hasn't gone anywhere. But do you fucking see how small that thing is compared to that new one? Holy shit. Christoph Golos, do you remember when you were learning to snowboard? How long did it take somebody teach you? Nobody fucking taught me. Except my brother would take me snowboarding and be like, if you don't keep up, you don't get a ride home. Which resulted in me running for 1.5 miles in snowboard boots, carrying a snowboard until I could catch up to his Subaru and pop the hatch and climb through the back. If you tried to run up on the side, he'd just take off. He's a fucking dick. I learned with a broken wrist, too. Had this going on. Check this out, everybody. Yeah, you see that? You guys see that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah, so I learned with that. Basically, I skateboarded a lot, so that definitely helped. My first season, I think I went 29 or 31 times, somewhere in there. Just got out as much as I could to learn, and I ate shit a lot. Fucking hurt. Cameron Perry with the thumbs up. And the spin of the fucking wheel. Look at the size of this thing. Fucking so impressed with this thing. Shout out to my boy Steven and his wife Anita for building this for me. This is fucking amazing. Like, love those guys. They're the fucking best. So, yeah. All right. Oh, Tom T. What year, model, and color Porsche would you have bought if the Rona did not hit? I was looking at anything between an 83 to an 88 944S turbo in the fire engine red. Why? Because I'm fucking having a midlife crisis, and every car I own will be red from here on out until that midlife crisis is over. Ooh, Ivan Drago. I want to see how fast that thing will spin. All right. I mean, the fucking centerpiece is the same thing they used to build a roulette wheel. Look at that. Oh, what's the backspin on that? Nothing. You lose. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we're Inferno TV. Any intel on Timberline? So High Cascade pushed back summer camp for another month, I believe, for the first 2 sessions. You have to reserve 24 hours in advance your ticket. Lodging is not open. I don't think they are selling tickets at the window, but my guess is that the spots are probably already reserved beforehand. So there is that. Yeah. All right. Okay, the Shred Ship. Do you wear any protective gear while riding other than a helmet? Also, thanks for the review on the Endeavor Archetype. Can't wait to get on it. Love that fucking board. No, helmet is pretty much all I wear unless I've really fucking mangled myself and have to wear like an ass pad because I basically broke my tailbone or something, which hasn't happened in years, thank God. So, yeah, helmet for everything. Cameron Perry wants another spin. Well, you lose. All right. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully if you guys have questions, pop them over in the chat box wherever. I will definitely get into it. Like I said, with the new wheel, looking into putting a snowboard on there. And when I do that, this will be open to everyone. It's not just for super chats. I'm still working out the logistics of it, but basically I think if you ask a legitimate question, you get a spin of the wheel. If you super chat, you get 2 spins of the wheel. I'm thinking tentatively, not too sure, still working out that deal. on that one. Also figuring out what board. I got to reach out to a few companies and see if anyone wants to donate to this or not. But we got that going on, and I think that'll be like a whole marathon day. Also, if you're a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, written product reviews start dropping on the 1st. Otherwise, video reviews will drop in the fall, probably September 1st or something like that. I'll get them, start rolling them out, which there's only like 31 because I'm fucked. Ugh, Cameron Perry wants another spin. Jesus, you guys are getting a little bit ahead of yourselves there. All right. You lose. No, wait. No, you lose. Ooh, my boy Alan Russell. Hypothetical world. We are still practicing social distancing in 6 months as resorts open. How do you see crowd mitigation at the mega resorts being handled? They're going to have to cap the number of tickets that they sell finally. They're going to have to admit that they've been overselling and overcrowding the resort, stressing their infrastructure, which means that they're going to have to either cap season pass sales or cap day ticket sales, one or the other, or both. And what I think that we'll see from that, this is my hypothetical, like worst case scenario, but the resorts are open type scenario. They make it so even as a pass holder, you have to reserve your spots on the hill per day, which means I'll probably just have a friend build me a bot AI that automatically registers me, which is also why I'm looking at buying an Epic Pass. So that way I could do Epic Icon and a Basin, and I could just rotate through across the county most of the season. That way I wouldn't be limited to any one thing. But I think realistically, they're going to have to just realize that they've stressed their infrastructure further than they thought they would. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. Ivan Drago, follow up on the US standard question earlier. For 230 pounds, is 156 200 size for Midwest riding? Width seems good at the size for my 10.5 boots. I mean, it's a little undersized. If you're going to use it more as like a park board, I mean, you're riding, what, 300 vertical feet? No, you're fine. If you go out west, you're probably fucked. I mean, that's realistically it. Whew. So, let's see. All right. Okay. Let's see. Don't think I caught up on those questions. Titty Sprinkles, have you seen the Alpine Meadows Stampede video yet? I have not. Maybe I have. I don't know. There's all sorts of shit out there. Okay. Patrick Elsner. What boot brands to go for and which ones to definitely stay away from? We have some sales in Denmark on 32 boots and Nitro boots. I will say this again as I say it every video. The best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. With that said, some boots will not fit your foot or fit your needs. And an improperly fit boot definitely does not fit your needs. So you want to make sure that you've got it properly fitted to what you need it to be. Now, overall, I think boot quality has come up a long way. Like, if I had to say a boot was kind of shitty with its quality or subpar, I would say it would be Deluxe and Northwave. They're kind of lacking. But when you look at Burton, Ride, K2, 32, Rome, Nitro, Vans, all of those, super solid. Super, super solid. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Johnny started. Avran, could you compare the riding feel difference between Pacific Northwest wet powder versus light dry powder and the kind of powder boards characteristics to look for as you recommend for each condition? I totally can. That's a great fucking question, Johnny. Okay. So the big thing that you're talking about with with powder differences between, say, Colorado and Washington. I've lived in both states. I've ridden extensively in both states. Washington, higher moisture content, so that snow gets heavier faster. So what you're really ideally looking for a board over there is something that's a little more damp, a little bit stiffer to plow through that chunder. And you want something that maybe is a little bit longer and not as wide. That way it's spreading out that surface lengthwise versus shorter. Obviously, a volume shifted board can compensate to an extent for that, but obviously a damper board that's stiffer is going to plow through that chunder a lot easier. You also definitely want something reverse camber, rocker, setback camber, something that makes it easier to float, because that snow is going to pull you down and really fight you. Now, when you're riding lighter weight snow like Colorado, you can get away with a smaller board. You can get away with downsizing on a board, because the big thing is you're just going to sink, but you'll be able to pull yourself up a lot easier. Like riding just straight traditional camber in Colorado is so much easier in POW than it was in the Northwest, because you don't have all that weight when it gets on top of the board trying to pull it down. You can flex into it and whatnot. The big thing is speed is the key. Now, one of the big differences between the Pacific Northwest and like when you get into interior terrain and stuff, depending where you go, is some of those mountains are flatter. Like the more inland you go, obviously the Canadian Rockies are still steeper than the Colorado Rockies. But with that said, you want a board that's going to be easier to flex. It's a little more playful, something that's going to rebound, because you sink more in lighter POW. So you're going to bottom out and whoop out. So you don't want something that's so stiff you can't flex it to drive it if you need to, something that just feels like a door when you hit it. So this is where a livelier board really comes into play with what you're riding on. So hopefully that kind of explains that for you. It's like a loose one. And once again, I apologize. I just feel like shit today, and I really haven't slept much. So yeah. Okay. Cameron Perry wants another friggin' spin. So we're going for it. We're going for it. Where are we going? Nope. You lose again. All right. Tom T. Avran, do you believe in stem cell treatment centers, and would you consider it for your injuries? I totally 100% believe in it. If it was more affordable here in the United States, I definitely would do it. A couple good stem cell injections in my knees would probably fix a lot of my issues, as well as getting one in my wrist and in my joints and my knuckles. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got a phone call. Hello? It's you. What do you need?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello? Steven? Who's there?
Great White Buffalo.
Great White Buffalo?
Great White Buffalo.
What do you know about rattlesnake semen? Okay, Great White Buffalo. Doesn't know anything about rattlesnake semen. Got to watch out for that. All right. Okay, let's see. I think we're kind of caught up on questions there. Anyways, so hopefully everyone's staying sane. Oh, yeah, there was a follow-up question here from Alan Russell. It goes back to him asking about the mitigating lift lines if we're still social distancing in 6 months. So going off what I said, if you have to cap capacity in reserve, are we gone with the days of cheap passes? Possibly. I don't know. I think right now, this year, everyone, like companies are just like, fuck it, we're going to take anyone's money, which Icon extended the pass deadline to June 17th. Also, the Indy Pass announced that they added 7 more resorts, and if you had an Indy Pass last year, you can renew, and there's a discount on there, and if you didn't use it at all, you get an 80% discount, so it's like $129. So they had 7 more resorts, which I'm going to do a podcast, I think, solo without Kevin this weekend and kind of just go over a bunch of different snow news and stuff. I don't know what Kevin's doing with himself these days. I kind of worry. Not too much. I don't know. Also, if you guys want to fucking laugh, there is an Instagram account called Horny Snowboarder that is solely dedicated to skinning Kevin alive, and it is not done by Alan. So, yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Anyways, sorry, phone's going off here. Marketing guy contacting me. But yeah, I'm going to do a whole podcast kind of talking about snow news, and then you guys will get some podcast segments. Plus, I got some explained videos I'm going to be working on this weekend, hopefully, if I have the energy. Kind of just want to sleep. All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to stay optimistic about this whole snowboard thing. But on a plus side, I did buy my Icon pass yesterday, and I bought my A Basin pass. I'm fucking going all in for season passes this year. Blew my stimulus check. It's my money. Fucking put it right back into me. That's how I roll. All right, so if you're new and you just tuned in, because there's 83 of you, get the questions over into the fucking chat box, whether it's down below or on the sides for you, and I will definitely answer it. If you super chat, you get a spin of the wheel. There are some prizes on there. If you don't super chat, you don't get a spin of the wheel. But in a week or two, I'm going to have a whole fucking day of just prize giveaways and shit on here. So, yeah, let's see. All right, okay. Let's see. Also, for any single guys out there, Vanessa Tracy is looking for a date tonight. She's single and ready to mingle. Okay. So, all right. Right. Yeah. Also, new top 5 when it drops. I think I'm going to do the 2-board quiver all mountain free ride combination top 5. So that'll drop tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but I'm fucking lazy. Oh, never mind, guys. Vanessa Tracy has a date for tonight with her gas-powered vibrator. So tomorrow night, guys. Okay. Tom T, I know you hate this, but I'm serious. What board do you think performs best in moguls? Was thinking Battalion Carver, or am I way off? No board performs in moguls. No one gives a fuck about moguls. Stop fucking emailing me, contacting me about fucking moguls. Moguls were made by fucking fat skier people that can't fucking turn. Fucking hate moguls. Fucking retarded. One of the stupidest things ever. They're so fucking dumb. Fucking hate moguls. Oh, I want to go ride my fucking moguls. Yeah, fucking hate my lower back and knees. Fuck you. Go ride some trees. Fuck them. That takes more skill. Mogul is just a fucking mound of snow. You got to go around trees. You fucking hit them, you're dead. So, yeah. All right. Sheldon Krieger, recommendations for Mittens. Big sales right now. Candy Grind has some good stuff going on. Howl, I like the leather stuff from Howl if you're willing to pay a little bit more, and I wish I could find my other one because it went MIA. The Hestra trigger mitts are the fucking best mitts I ever had. Plus, you get a trigger finger so you can point at people when you're like, fuck you, I fucking hate moguls. Yeah, fuck moguls. Fucking hate moguls. They're the worst. They're literally the fucking worst. Oh. You lose. Enos Nito, think the Epic Northeast passes are worth it. Depends on how much you go. I mean, if you go more than 5 times, fuck yeah, it's worth it. Plus, you get a bunch of different mountains to go to, so you can travel around. If you go less than 5 times, No, it's not worth it. If you do not travel around and you only go to one mountain, then maybe a specific mountain-only pass would work for you. So, yeah. All right. All right. All right. And I love that Alan is giving out the recipe in the chat for his tandem ninja suit that he wants to make for him and Kevin. All right. Tom T, I hear you, but I'll keep bombing them. Spin. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Vincent, dude, did you tell Ellen what Kevin smells like, or did he find out all by himself? I've been sending boxes of air to Alan that Kevin breathes into. So, you know, there you go. All right. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yes. Anyways. Oh, what else is going on? Oh, yes. Oh God, you guys are out there in a whole different world right now. So there's 92 of you in here. For anyone that's just tuning in, get your questions over in the chat box wherever it shows up on your device. If it's mobile, it's usually down below. If it's desktop, it's either on the right or the left, depending on how you have it set up. So do that, and I will definitely be answering them. We're 41 minutes into this live stream, and I haven't passed out yet, so thank God we got that going on. I haven't died, so yeah. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see. All right. Whew. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but a lot of the 2021 boards are for sale on Evo and whatnot already. So if you're looking to buy like some of the new stuff, even though there's no reviews of it, you can always click through the affiliate links down below and we'll get a commission at some point, hopefully. Fuck. Need to make some money there. Yeah. All right. Michael Kulig, late to the party. Hope all are well. Hope you got all your shit done, Avran. Oh, we got our shit done. So just so everyone knows why we didn't do the live stream, one of the Summit County family had a bit of a medical emergency. We had to do some stuff. I had to help transport them out of state and back, so I had to minimize contact with people and everything. But, 2,500 miles round trip, 36 hours of driving. Fucking did it for the Summit County family. So that's why I'm tired. I still haven't recovered because I got back at 1:30 in the morning Monday and promptly went to work at 1 p.m. the next day. So yeah, 36 hours of driving, 2,500 miles round trip, minimal contact with people as far as I can tell. Could do. Also, Texas is literally the scariest place on fucking earth. So yeah. So they're good. They're safe. We just did what we had to do. It's fine. We're getting on with our lives, but I would do this. They're like family to me right now. So I love them. I did it. That's the only reason why we didn't do the live stream. I didn't want to say anything beforehand because I figured some people would give me shit about crossing state lines for this. But it was a kind of a medical emergency. So got them comfortable in the car, drove them, got them where they needed to be. Spent about 40 hours there, came right back. So that's it. Had minimal interaction. I don't even think I interacted with probably 15 people. So very limited interactions. Just tried to keep it as simple as possible. Came back. So yeah. So, I know people are going to ask why we didn't do the live stream. That's why. Also, Friday's live stream might do it late night. So bring back the angry late night like what we used to do. More stories and shit in that live stream. Kind of see, playing it by ear right now, figuring out stuff because I do have to work on Friday. Because now I'm an essential worker. Because when your old job calls you and says, no one will come to work because they're making more on unemployment and we need you, you go back to work, even when you're not on unemployment. So, which goes to also, for any, I should probably say this, for any of you guys watching this that may be struggling or anything and you're worried about getting food, email me. Let me know. I will get food to you one way or another, whether I have to Instacart a delivery to you or I fucking have to Amazon Prime you some food or whatever. Or if I even have to pack a fucking box and ship it to you, I will. So I want to make sure you guys are eating, taking care of yourselves, being safe, being sane. I know shit's getting a little rough out there. People are getting a little weirded out and not everyone's back to work. I mean, there's 32 million Americans without jobs right now. It kind of sucks, but I'm really hoping that that will change in the next few months. So, but if anyone's struggling, just fucking reach out to me. If you need food, I will try to get you food. So, yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Dan Rouse, should we pool all our money together and buy Ski Granby Ranch and make it the first snowboard-only resort? If you've never been to Granby Ranch, it's flat as fuck. That is not where you want to build a snowboard-only resort. That's just Snowfall. It's also weird. Plus, it's in Granby. That place fucking sucks. It is the fucking asshole of ski resort areas in Colorado. I fucking hate that place. Okay. DJ Footfoot, is the new TRS full camber or cam rocker? It's C3. So with C3, they claim that there's like that slight reverse between the feet, and then it goes camber, and then it goes down, and then there's a flat section. If you actually look at it, there's a variance in that small little reverse camber section between the feet. It's almost perfectly flat, so it's like a camber 2.0. So it's like flat, then it goes down, then it goes flat again. That's basically it. So yeah. Crap Fox. Hey, Avran. Vanessa, did you fire up your gas-powered vibrator outside my window again? I could fucking hear it out there. All right, so from Crop Fox. Hey, Avran, thoughts on using a full cambered board to progress in POW? I think you can definitely use a full cambered board in POW. Obviously, we did it for years. You can do it. It's going to teach you board control on another level. It's also going to get you more fucking leg burn on the back and everything. And so when you get that leg burn in there, you're going to build more leg muscle. God, that is fucking annoying. I want to go fucking strangle this motherfucker. What the fuck are they doing out there? There's no fucking business down there. Fucking mowing the goddamn lawn. We don't have grass. We have no fucking grass in this building. Fuck, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Anyways, back to riding POW with camber. It's going to teach you a lot of great habits that will transition to the rest of your riding as a rider. You will learn how to actually pop better in POW. You will learn how to have better edge control in POW. People are like, you don't need edge control in POW. Bullshit. When you fucking bottom out and hit harder shit, you want edge control. You want to know how to catch yourself when the edges start to hook and you're going down. You want to know how to do it. So, yeah. All right. Kanto, got a pair of katanas based on your rack. How do you set up yours? You should be getting that commission, by the way. Well, thanks for buying through the affiliate. I appreciate that. Basically, I keep everything fucking stock on my shit. And I don't run katanas. I run black labels, but it's essentially a katana, just beefed up shit in there. The big thing is that little surf placement strap piece where you can flip it up or down for the heel strap. You got to kind of adjust that if you need to for the way your instep is. For me, I can run it stock. It's not an issue. If I really needed to, I could flip it down and obviously change that, but I just run it like that. Otherwise, I don't rotate high backs. I set the straps where I need them to be. You know, adjust the heel cup, obviously, so that the boot fits in there perfectly. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Michael Kulig, what about Wolf Creek for the snowboard only mountain? Isn't that place family owned, not corporate? It is family owned. I think it might be going up for sale this year because I think they were trying to sell it last year, or there was talks that they might sell it. I don't know officially. That's not an official statement. I just heard some speculation that they were struggling and they might sell it. Here's the thing with Wolf Creek. Start of the season, that mountain is steep. It's awesome. They get early snow. Middle of the season, when the snows come in, that thing's flatter than fucking Breckenridge. So, yeah. Anita knows throat punch time. Fucking throat punch motherfuckers all the time. Okay. Legendary Steve, what are your 3 favorite features at a resort? A taco stand that's easily accessible at the end of the day. Parking that doesn't put me out with the fucking peasants and make me have to walk a mile or take a shuttle in. And empty fucking chairlifts. Those are my 3. I don't like riding with people. I like being alone. I don't care if it's an 8-person chair. I'm getting on that fucker alone. I need all my space. Now with all this social distancing bullshit, I get all the space I want. It's fucking amazing. Yeah. All right. Ugh. All right. Monkey Paws. Bindings for a Capita DOA Ride War Pig combo. I'd look for something that's versatile if you're only going to have one binding in there, kind of like that all-mountain freestyle binding that can do everything. So you're looking at probably like a Now, IPO Brigade, Recon, somewhere in there, depending on the flex. Ride, you could do an EX or even go up to a Capo. I'd probably say go with the Capo over the EX, even though the EX has come a long way in there. K2, you would want to go with like a Formula, or you go with the Lean AT, and that way when you put it on the War Pig, if you want something a little more soft and surfy, you can pull the heel block out of it. Gives you a little bit more customization. If you're doing Burton, you're looking at a Malavita or a Cartel. The thing to know about the Malavita is there's that little wing that comes off the back of the base on there, so that's going to push down into the top sheet if you twist that board. So if you're hitting big jumps in the DOA and you're like spinning and you twist the board in the landing, that point creates a pressure point into the top sheet and it can crack the top of the board. So you got to watch out for that. Flux, maybe an XF or a DS, or is it DX, whatever it is. There's like the XF and then there's one right below it. And I think those 2 would probably work for you. If you're doing Rome, DOD, maybe a Katana, maybe a 390 Boss. But I'd probably say the DOD is the best one out of the 3 for you there. Okay. All right. Billy Ray Valentine has arrived. Look at that thing. Isn't it beautiful? It's so fucking beautiful. Well, we already killed those sticker envelopes, so you get nothing. All right. Let's see. Okay. Ethan Walter, young, about 5'9", 175 pounds, rides steep, tight trees, ordered a 53 Rome powder division, but received a 57. Should I just keep it? Well, I mean, that's not what you ordered. I'd be kind of pissed that they sent the wrong size. I mean, can you ride it? Yes. Is it going to be good in steep, tight trees? It's a little bit more bored. You're not going to get that nimbleness. You're going to have more nose off the front, so you're going to end up compensating. It's going to change how you want to ride. So ask yourself, are you comfortable with changing how you ride, or do you really want the 53? Me personally, I probably would have been pissed that I didn't get the 53. Mark L, love the new wheel. Spin again. Sorry, you lose. Okay, PW cool. I have a War Pig. Should I get the Super Pig? Well, it's almost half price thanks to the COVID-19. There's a lot of great COVID-19 sales going on right now. War Pig to Super Pig, you're going to notice a slight jump up. There's a little more snap and drive out of the Super Pig, but it's still playful. It's a little more directional, a little more free ride oriented. Do they complement each other? To an extent, they do. Is there overlap? Definitely ask yourself if you're cool with that. If you are, then yes, get it. If you're not, fuck it. Go buy something else. Shit's like 40% off right now, and in another month, it'll probably be like 60% off. Let's see. Ivan Drago, work is calling. Cheer me up with free stuff. All right, we'll see what we can do. Still going. Loser. Let's see. Okay. All right. All right. Vincent Dew, how do you feel about Vanessa's advances, Avran? I'm ignoring them. All right. Okay. Mark L, thoughts on the Solomon Assassin? I mean, it's an okay board. It's not the most mind-blowing thing out there. It's actually softer than I think they rate it for, but people have a fucking hard-on for that deck and talk about it. Personally, I think Solomon makes some other better boards. There's like older versions of the Assassin that I think were a little bit better as well. So... Jimmy McElroy, what exactly makes a board surfy? Is it also a marketing buzzword? It's definitely a marketing buzzword. Everything's a fucking marketing buzzword. When you see a board that's like adamantium, carbonium, fossilized, anodized, pixie shit, it's a fucking marketing buzzword. I mean, come on. Never Summer literally took a fucking rental board top sheet, slapped the name carbonium on it, and made everyone get a fucking boner for it. It's a rental board top sheet. It's cheaper to produce. It's a cheap, shitty top sheet that they charge $100 more because they call it carbonium. Fuck, dude. Everything's a fucking marketing buzzword. Now, here's what makes a board surfy. You want a slight bit of taper. A lot of torsional flex to it. Setback camber, if possible, on it. That way, when you drive from the back foot, it raises the nose up. So you're really engaging from the middle of the board back in there. Side cut comes into play, which is also comes into play with the taper on everything in there. Basically, it's a board where you're not on top of it when you want to carve. You can just do these long, swooping-ass carves without really having to put as much effort into it. It's borderline like what a party board is. Okay. AJ Abbott, good medium flex boot for park, all mountain for high arch feet. The one that fits your foot and fits your needs. I'm sorry, a medium flex boot to you might be soft as shit to me. I mean, I ride stiff fucking boots. What I'm going to tell you is go out and try on as many pairs of boots as you can. Typically, if a boot is about $239.99 to $289.99, maybe $300, it's usually a middle-of-the-road flex boot. With a high arch, you are going to be limited on some stuff. Now, with that said, Certain Burtons will fit a high arch. Solomon will fit a high arch. Certain K2s with the Boa Conda system in it, because you can adjust where the internal harness sits, will also fit it. 32s tend to work better with a high arch as well, although they're a little bit wider and they're bulky as fuck. So there. Okay. Okay. All right. Inferno TV, can we hear your thoughts on the Insano boots? I mean, the best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. Does it fit your foot and fit your needs? There you go. It is their best-selling boot. It is a boot that you can pull off the shelf and put like 90% of people in it, and they think it's the fucking greatest thing since sliced bread. All right. Ooh, here's a good one. Steepsel. Any or all mountain in POW or POW board on groomers. My favorite park board, like my favorite board to ride in park, is my K2 Cool Bean. I fucking love riding that thing in the park. And you look at it, and everyone would be like, oh, it's just a straight fucking thing. No, I would rather ride a POW board on a groomer as long as the flex is right. I mean, if we're talking something like the Soul Stick Pocket Rocket, fuck no, because I'll die. But if you're talking about or like a LibTech banana hammock, but if you're talking about an actual POW board that can still carve when you get onto a groomer, you can have a lot of fucking fun with it. Like my Endeavor Archetype, I have fun riding that thing around on a groomer when I'm hunting for POW stashes and shit. Same thing with my Telos Backslash. Ooh. DJ Frank, what's a good narrow boot from K2 or ride that has a stiff toe that won't get crushed by the toe strap? If your boot is getting crushed by your toe strap, you don't have it set up right. And it's creating a pinch point right at the flex point, right where you would flex the toe. So what it's doing is when it crinkles it down and it's compressing on there, it's blowing out the sides and you're creating that flex point into the boot. That's usually a sign that your straps aren't actually set right. So one of the best things you can do when you're setting your bindings up, get everything dialed in, take the binding with the boot in it and flip it upside down and look at how it sits in the heel cup as well as coming off the toe ramp and where the straps are. You might need to move just one of the straps because you know how there's two adjustments on the straps to set them forward or backwards. You might need to move one a little bit more forward. That'll take the pressure off of that. Most people think when you adjust the straps, you have to keep it even on both sides. I always run my inside a little more in and my outside a little more out so that it kind of contours more to the natural shape of the boot. And there's two different types of boot toe box shapes. You have the snub nose where it's a little more pronounced at the toe, the big toe, and then it comes back in. And then you have like the box toe where it's just unilaterally the same from big toe to little toe. So it's just like that. So you want to make sure when you're adjusting your bindings that you do that. And that's literally the reason you're crushing your toe box right there is your straps and everything aren't actually fit as perfectly as they could be. Or the only other thing it is, your boots are fucking shot to shit and you've been hiking and walking around in them and you've just flexed the toes in so much more than you need to. All right. East Coast Board Live, do you think this season is actually going to happen? I bought my passes. Why haven't you? Fuck it. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it does, be prepared for it. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably. I'm like 60%, maybe 75% sure it's going to happen one way or another. It might not be the way we ideally would like it as snowboarders to happen, but I think looking at worst case scenarios and best case scenarios, we're somewhere in between. Australia and New Zealand are making it fucking happen. It's not the way they ideally would like it to happen, but they're making it fucking happen. Mount Hood's working to get something together. Summer camps are trying to figure out how to do stuff. A lot of shit's uncertain. We're going to get there when we get there. Mark L, LibTech short wide or Arbor Terrapin? I would probably go with the short wide. It's a little more playful, I think. So, oh, we're going back. Oh, you lose. Yeah, I would probably go with the LibTech short wide over the Terrapin. Just personal preference, I think, just with the way the shape of the Terrapin is, everything that's kind of going on with it. I think it's just a little bit more of an aggressive board. The short wide will be a little bit more versatile. Okay. Freak X, I love East Coasters complaining about ice. Midwest has ice and 200-foot vertical. So there, Colorado has ice. Go ride Keystone. Go literally fucking ride Keystone back to River Run. The way that mountain sits, it bakes in the sun for the morning, and by about 11 o'clock to 12, it's in the shade, and everything has fucking frozen, and it turns into boilerplate. You can get ice anywhere. Doesn't matter where I fucking lived or ridden. There's still ice. Fuck it. You want to bitch and moan about it? Don't ride. You don't want to bitch and moan? Learn how to fucking ride on it. It builds fucking character. You bust your ass enough times, you finally figure out how to control your edges and how to ride, you'll be fine. There you go. Ugh. Knife the Mac, have you ever drank so much? Your answer was, but she looked 18? No, my answer is always, she's my cousin. Duh. Jesus. Vanessa Tracy, do people still rotate their highbacks? I get questions about it all the time, so I'm assuming they do. Makes no fucking sense to me. Well, I got to make sure that it's parallel to my back edge. Why? Your bindings are angled. Your knees come straight back, so you're pushing back. So if your high back's like this and you're pushing this, you're only hitting a corner of the high back. If the high back's like this, you're pushing right into the fucking high back. Makes no sense to me why people rotate fucking high backs. None whatsoever. I don't get it. So... Knife the Mac, would you date a hot, beat-up cougar? You asking? What's up? Get at me. You gonna be my sugar mama? Okay. Yeah. Kanto, thoughts on crash pits? Here's the thing with crash pits. They don't... You have to find the specific one that has that little part that covers the coccyx, your tailbone. You need to make sure you find that. Otherwise, you're basically just paying for something that guards your hips. And even then, it doesn't fully contour. So you have to kind of figure out your size and find the right one. But you want to make sure that you got something for your tailbone as well as guarding the points on your hips. So where your hip bone at the top, since you need something to protect that if you're really worried about it. Now, all these people that are like, I'm going to get these, and when I fall on my ass, it's not going to hurt. It's still going to fucking hurt. Maybe you need to build some muscles in your butt. Do some fucking squats, people. That way, when you fall, you fucking bounce back up. So, yeah. All right. And I'm just getting annoyed with this guy. So, you're going in timeout. Okay. Let's see. Alan Poon, any drunk snowboarding stories? Don't drink and snowboard. Fuck. Why do people have to get blackout here? It's the same thing as fucking driving. Have some fucking responsibility, people. Jesus Christ, no. I don't drink to begin with. Have I seen people blackout hammered and hit trees and dies? Fuck yeah, I have, and I point and laugh, and I'm like, well, there's one less asshole on the hill. Ugh. Let's see. Okay. And just to further reiterate this point about drinking and snowboarding, we got a PSA from Vanessa Tracy. Drink after you snowboard and make horrible life choices like me. Exactly. If you're going to make horrible life choices, you do it after you go snowboarding. Like Vanessa Tracy. See? Just saying. Or you be like me and you just don't drink. And then people always try to buy you drinks. When you're at happy hour trying to eat tacos and they're trying to buy you a drink. And you're like, I just want to fucking eat my taco and be alone. I don't want to fucking talk to you. Cameron Perry coming in hot. No, there's nothing there for you, bud. Okay. Will Rogers, how would you compare the ride algorithm and the one by Rosnell? I have a Rossi from a few years ago, and I'm debating on getting a new board. So that older Rossi 1 is more broken in, so you're not going to have as much snap and pop. Now, the big differences between the 1 and the algorithm are going to be where the flex points are. The 1 has that 60-40 camber, so it's 60% camber into 40%, and I think the algorithm, if you actually look at it, is probably like 70-30 or something. So it's got a little bit more camber in it, so it's going to have a little bit more snap. The other thing is they're built in two different factories and they're designed two different ways. In my opinion, the ride will retain its snap and pop better than the Rosnell in the long term. On it, the Rosnell will be a little bit more of a damp ride, so if you're like, you get foot fatigue or micro vibrations bother you, that's the better bet. But if you're looking for something a little more playful and lively, then the algorithm would obviously be better. Let's see. All right. Jimmy McElroy for the Taco Fund. Sancho's Tacos reopened, so I mean, I could go get tacos. Oh, you got to spin again, bud. So we do have that going on. Tacos are open. Also, Vanessa Tracy's drunk. Oh. Where are we going? Where are we going with this? Where are we going? Wow, that thing really backspun. All right. Well, sorry, you lose. All right. Michael Kulig. Avran, I think Union is pushing the prices too high. The new Atlas is only $20 less than the Falcor now, $330 and $350 respectively. So prices are starting to go up, and I don't think people understand inflation and shit like this because snowboard prices have been stagnant for so long. So we're going to see that. My big issue is you have too many SKUs from brands, and when you upgrade a binding and it starts to get close to the feel of another binding or boot or board or whatever, you just got too much fucking product overlap in there. And when you have too much product overlap, what you get out of that is you just get all these SKUs and shit, and then you have people going, is it really worth that extra $20? Versus if you were like, if it was a $50 to $100 price jump, people would be like, oh, well, I can justify that because I know for a fact I'm getting that. So it's like companies have just added too much shit to their fucking lines. Do I think that with the Atlas being upgraded and the Falcor and a $20 price difference, do you think it really makes the difference? Not really. I mean, yeah, you got some different straps and shit in there, but I think they're literally cannibalizing themselves by having too much fucking product overlap. Let's see. Okay. Don Kiddick, Now Drive Bindings Thoughts. There's actually a review of the Now Drives in the Snowboard Bindings playlist that's on this channel. So if you go in there and check it out, you'll get the whole idea of how it rides. I mean, it's a stiffer binding. It's a little more aggressive. It's not as aggressive as the O Drive. So it's like the downgrade version of the O Drive. But if you're looking for a more free ride specific binding and you like the idea of skate tech, it's definitely solid. All right. Let's see. Andy GP Walk Flex Binding Thoughts. So I like flex bindings for what they are, and I think that they're always constantly refining stuff and whatnot. If you're looking for a plastic unibody binding and you don't want to go with, like, say, a Burton or any of the other brands that do that, Flux has been in the game for over 20 years. They know what they're doing. They understand plastics, composites, and how things work. Now, with that said, I mean, their binding line is pretty drastic. You can kind of pick and choose what you want. They do make a quality product, though. Yeah. All right. I think we're good on that. Let's see. Jesus. You guys are all day drinking in the chat. You're fucked. Oh, okay. Let's see. Caleb F. Sup, motherfuckers. Late to the party. Fell asleep after finishing to shred bots, but I'm here now. I don't know what you were finishing to shred bots, but I assume it was sexual. I'm scared. What's your favorite shred bots edit or rider? I mean, I'm trying to think who I know besides Torstein. They film a bunch of their edits at Copper and shit. I mean, I like Carriola, but I've known him for years. He's cool. And Murphy, when he films with them, is pretty solid too. Like those guys, like, I wish they didn't ride for Nightmare because they would have gone further in their careers. So there's that. But my favorite shred bots edit is Horgasm when he's getting the massage, and my favorite person is the massage therapist because that's my friend Corey, and she used to work on me before she moved away, and I miss those magic hands because Jesus Christ, she knew how to break all the scar tissue up in my body and keep me functioning. Kanto, you can only ride one brand lineup, board binding accessory. What do you choose? Right now, probably fucking Rome. Just fucking grab it and go. Let's see. Where was I? Okay. Oof. You guys are all day drinking. Let's see. Okay, where were we? Vanessa Tracy just wants everyone to know that her claim to fame was when Torstein had a house in Kings Beach. I went to a party there and he DJ'd. It was great. He's so hot. I lived in the house that was the DC party house for one of the Dew tours where he DJ'd, and so many people showed up to the house. They flooded the upstairs with snow, and when it melted, it warped the floor. So when we lived there, the floor was like this. And that house needs to be fucking condemned, by the way. That place is fucking god awful. We referred to it as Man Whore Manor. Okay. Jorge Morales, how's Kevin's dick spine doing? Well, his wiener's spine is doing fine. He's got a scar about this big, and he's got to wear the little cone and shit so he doesn't lick it. But yeah, he's good. So yeah. Stepsil, thoughts on step-ons this season? They sold out really quick across Europe. Evidently, that was the only place they sold out really quickly. They didn't fucking fully sell out here yet, but I think the hype is going to die off in another year because everyone's going to stock up on what they need, and then 20 more years, they'll be back. I mean, do I think it's the end-all be-all? No. Do I think it's even a good binding? Not really. I mean, it fucking works for the people it needs it to. Could it be improved upon? Fuck yeah, it could. So much so, but yeah. Keve Espili, mind expander on now drives or O drives? Honestly, neither. Go down to a recon if you're going with a now binding instead. Give yourself a little more lateral play, or go to the now times yes with the lower high back, so that way it's not so much. So when you really lay into a deep turn, you can just surf right through it and kind of just plow and get through, and you're not driving it. I mean, if you were doing the Ultra Mind expander, then you would want the now drives or the O drives. At least that's kind of what I would think you would want on there. All right. Oh, yeah, you lose. Okay, where were we? All right. All right. Okay. Andy GP Walk. I'll rant. Vloggers lowering expectations and standards of edits and maybe your average rider overall. I love that the average rider thinks that those guys are what a pro level rider is. And I'm like, my God, they're fucking atrocious. Like, they're not good. Like, Casey's good. Casey's like the exception, but that's because he's actually a fucking real rider. But these guys, I mean, it's like Buckhouse claiming he landed a 900. When you fucking do an 840 in Swiftlet, it's an 840. You didn't do a 900. I mean, by that standard, I could go like what he's doing. I mean, I could 180 off a jump and then just butter around and claim it's a 900. Like, no, it's not. The thing about vloggers is they make it look so accessible to people that they're like, oh, I can fucking do this. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can go do it. Go fucking do it. It's not that fucking hard. Anyone can fucking do it. No. And I love the people that are like, their editing is so superb. And I'm like, you set a GoPro at 1080p with a wide angle and that's it. You're not changing a fucking lens. Maybe you add a filter or something. You throw a couple LUTs in there. You grab your fucking SoundCloud wrapper backtrack and throw it in there. Occasionally they put a good transition in there, but overall, if you're talking about actual editing quality, there's nothing in there. If you want to talk about good editing, you go watch a Joe Carlino edit. That'll fucking teach you about what editing actually looks like. You go back and watch his progression from Bears Sunday in the Parks up to Videograss, and then when he did Louif's video part, and then he did Jed's welcome edit. I think he did Jed's. Yeah, he did Jed's edit, welcome edit. You watch how Carlino actually edits and puts things. Fucking astronomically better than a vlogger. Like, you can, and like, you start to pay attention to like a jump cut and stuff like that, or an L cut or a J cut, and how they do things. That's it. I mean, realistically, you could do what they do. You buy a GoPro, you get a little microphone for it. You can record everything and do everything there, and all. You could do it all in iMovie. Like, it's not that fucking hard. You learn a couple tweaks, you do it. Shit, even if you're using Final Cut or After Effects, you can fucking just go buy a LUT package, and that'll change the colors and color correct it to where you need it to be. After that, it's just balancing and EQing the fucking music, which I'm awful at, but that's because I'm legally fucking deaf. So I'm like, I think this works. I don't know. Okay. All right. All right. Michael Kulik, it's happy hour here for Polish pride and the vodka. Spin that fancy bitch. We're going for it. We're going for it. Oh, back spinning. Nope. Oh, almost went to jumbo. Let's see. Does any of these? Yeah, that one. Okay, that's why that got loose. I was like, why does this feel like it's throwing it off a little? Some of these get a little loose. I gotta glue these back down. We're still working out the kinks with the wheel here, people. We're still working out the kinks. But once we get everything kind of to where it needs to be, we'll get there and get everything taken care of. Just gotta tighten some stuff down a little bit. Ow, fuck, that was my elbow. All right. Shred ahead snowboarding. Ted wants to say how much he appreciates the get well comments from your viewers since social distancing from his motorcycle. Ted needs to heal up. Collagen peptides. Jim, tell him about collagen peptides. It's the greatest things. I use Vital Proteins with that collagen peptide. It will help with his breaks and stuff with the bone regrowth in there. You can get it at Whole Foods. It's like $20. You just put in a scoop into his coffee in the morning. It will help expedite the recovery process. Otherwise, I hope you guys are being safe, doing well up there in Idaho. Anyone that has not subscribed to Shred Ahead Snowboarding, please go do that for me. It's literally the greatest frigging channel on YouTube for snowboarding, in my opinion. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Markel, remember the viewer picked top 5 subjects? Yeah, I remember them. They're written down. I'll fucking get to them when I get to them. Fuck. Calm the fuck down. It's not the end-all fucking be-all if I don't get to them right away. Jesus Christ. Some of you people are fucking taking a little too much ownership of shit lately. I'm getting a little too fucking annoying. I've been getting some really fucking stupid-ass fucking emails from people that are just, I need this. I know. Yeah, well, you know what? You can fucking wait. I got shit to do. All right. Cameron Perry, got a bounce. Thanks, Avran. Thanks, Cam. So. Boop, boop, boop. What do we got? Oh, that was so close to jumbo. So close. It tried. Okay. All right. Oh, God. Switch Flip, how's the liquor store treating you? I have no hope for humanity. I've been physically threatened once already, verbally abused 3 times. I've had to kick 3 people out. I also got the greatest excuse for fake IDs, so I let it slide. At least I think they were fake. They were good. 3 kids that did not look the same. Same last name, same birth date, same address on there. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, we're triplets. And I was like, clearly not identical. And they're like, yep, nope, she was born first, he was born second, I was born third. And I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm just going to roll with it. So, yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay. Ellen Russell. Dear Avran, I drank coffee from a gray cup instead of my angry coffee cup. Do you think angry cups make coffee better? Yes. Yes, I do. And I think you're one of like 2 people that actually got a coffee mug. Oh, I love stupid questions like this. What's going on? It's so confusing, all these different snowboards and bindings. If you're good at snowboarding, it doesn't matter what you use. Yes, that's true. A poor craftsman blames his tool, but can you remove a nail with a ball-peen hammer or a mallet? No. You need a claw hammer. It's having the right tool for the right job. That's the big thing. There comes a point where you want specific tools to do a job. You wouldn't want to go dig a hole for a post without a post hole digger instead of a. And yeah, a hand trowel would fucking work, but it's going to take longer. It's just like a 10 millimeter socket. Fucking great for working on a car, but sometimes you have to go to the 12 millimeter. That 10 millimeter isn't going to fit. Okay. Okay, let's see. Andrew Perry, when is there going to be a female host? And no, Kevin with a wig does not count. God, if this Rona shit hadn't hit, we probably would have been able to hire a female person to work with us. Or maybe something that looked like a female. I don't know. There's a lot of dude-faced man chicks around here. They're kind of busted. Ugh. Vincent Du, who would you prefer as your favorite stalker, Slim or Vanessa? Vanessa's less scary than Slim. First off, we don't really know what Slim is because it uses the they-them pronoun game. So I'm not sure if it's got a mangina, a mussy, a munt. I don't know if it's got indoor outdoor plumbing. I assume with a voice like that it is male, but it's probably female. It might just be taking a lot of hormones and trying to become a chick with a dick. I don't really know what it is. Slim is scary. Slim's the type that will fucking kill you and eat you. Vanessa will just tie you up and do really questionable things to you that you'll have to show someone on a doll what was happened in a court of law. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Where were we? Brian Lennis, hey everyone, thinking of getting a board that's powder specific. Would I still need to set back my stance on a powder board? Love your channel. That comes down to personal preference and how much pow you're riding. Obviously, the deeper the pow, the steeper the pow. You probably want more nose for more float. But if you're riding like mid-angle pow, like 35 degrees lower, maybe a little bit like that. Do you need it? Nah, give or take. I mean, on my Endeavor archetype, I kind of just go like slightly off reference stance, just like right around there, maybe a little bit back, so there's a little bit more. It's nothing crazy. With my Telos backslash, it's straight on reference stance, so I don't even worry about it. A lot of that really does come down to personal preference. Okay. Jeffrey T. Belillo, would the now drive bindings work well with a Warpig? I think that would be an overkill binding for the Warpig. Will it work? Yes. But the stiffer flex of that binding is going to drive that board a little more aggressively than maybe you want. I don't know. I don't know what your personal preference is. But to me personally, that isn't exactly the matchup that I would go with from now. And we'll give you a spin of the wheel, bud. All right. Where are we going? Wait. Oh, you lose. All right, David Sr., let's spin the new wheel. Got the sticker yesterday from the last Friday live chat. Live in the UK. Ugh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, you lose. Bummer. All right. Okay, where was I? Up Freak X. Do those collagen peptides work for ankle sprains? So collagen peptides work for joint recovery in general. Like I take them, I notice my arthritis isn't as bad. I don't have as much cracking and popping. I'm not saying like I'm not endorsing it, saying everyone should go out and buy it. I'm just saying maybe try it and it might work for you. I found that it worked for me. There are side effects to it. You need to be prepared. If you go overboard with collagen peptides, it can cause an acid buildup in your stomach and you get acid reflux. That happened to me. I was going really ham on it for a while. It took like about a month for that shit to go away. And that was with acid reducers and stuff like that. So I had to like completely quit cold turkey and shit. But it also has effects on your skin and hair. It causes hair regrowth. So if you're a naturally hairy person, you're probably going to get hairier. If you're going bald, your hair might regrow. It also makes your skin a little more elastic in there and stuff. So, and it kind of moisturizes it a little bit. Not really a bad thing for me because I live at a higher elevation, but if you live somewhere where it's like hot and muggy, might have some issues. So you got to kind of be prepared for that. But collagen peptides overall, I think for recovery and for just preventative maintenance, they seem to work. It's what I've noticed, at least for myself. So, yeah. All right. All right. Vanessa Tracy, real talk. Is the world ready for Tinder dates to resume? Fuck! I'm ready for one night stands. I'm just not ready for the afterbirths that might be coming from that and the rise in herpes and the clap and shit like that. Fuck, man. STDs are going to go through the roof once quarantine's over and everyone's banging like fucking woodchucks out there. Just, I got to get the wood. Just fucking each other like there's no goddamn tomorrow. Holy shit, is it going to be fucking next level out there? But, yeah, I don't know. I see the women on my Facebook and they're getting mighty thirsty. It's sketchy at best. All right, let's see where else were we. MPIC00, Avran, how are you hanging in there? All good in the Colorado? Colorado's doing fine for the most part. Tourists have started to return, so it's kind of scary. We are seeing some spikes in cases in different areas, certain stores and whatnot out here directly in Summit County. I think we've kind of got a better handle on it. They're now doing testing for essential workers, so I qualify for that. So I got to go get an antibody test. My boss is looking into where we have to go for that, so I can get the blood test, so just to find out if what got me back in late January, early February was the Rona. I'm convinced it was at this point, but I'd like to know that at least I've had it, and so that would be better. Yeah. Whew. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Ivan Drago, back. Spin it. He just wants to spin. He just came back for the spin. Nope. You get nothing. Ooh, that one's loose. I'm going to tighten that one up a little bit. Still working out the kinks on this. Some of these get loose. I think I gotta go get some caulk or something and tighten these babies down a little bit. But yeah, all right, there we go. Okay, where were we? All right, let's see. Where were we? Michael Kulig, best board for bombing groomers, balls out, no fucks given. So there's three that really come to mind for me. Nidecker Concept, fucking just send it. Battalion Carver, and I would even throw Olibtech Hot Knife on there. That thing just holds an edge so well, and it's just so damp it absorbs super well. Those would be like the three that really stick out for me as boards that you can just fucking charge with it. Okay. Jorge Morales, do you ever move bindings forward from reference? Is there even a reason to go forward from reference? So if you're talking about just moving one binding or moving both your bindings forward of reference, not really. That's something you don't really want to do because that's going to fuck up like how the board engages off the tail. But every now and then you get a board where being a little bit forward kind of helps with the flex pattern, at least moving one binding forward and still trying to keep your widths if possible in there. You ideally want to make sure that you're keeping your weight centered on there and it's engaging the flex points in the board specifically where you want it. So the flex points on the outside of the binding, the inside of the binding, the center of the board. And that's really what you want. So you want to make sure that when you're doing that, if you have to set your stance a little more forward to get it to engage. I've ridden some boards that were a little fucky and you end up moving it forward and once you do, it changes the whole ride of the way the board is. But by and large, most stuff, like you can go reference, you can go a little bit wider, but you're never having to like fully shift forward to get it to fully engage. All right. Let's see. Horatio Nichito, Karua still dropping the ball on sending you boards. Yeah, but I think I got that solved. I'm working out a deal with Evo where I think I can just go down to Denver and grab like a few from their demo fleet and bring them up here and hold on to them for like a week or two. So I got to double check with the guy I was talking to at Evo and see, but I think that's going to happen. Okay. Vincent D, would you pick a concept over a tracer? Me personally, I would ride a tracer. It's more my style. Let's see. Tim Parker, how can you tell a more aggressive magnet traction or is all magnet traction the same? It's not. And so what you want to do is take the board, hold it at about a 45-degree angle and look down the sidewall of it, and you'll see the serrations in it. And some of them you can just like look right at. Like if you look at a niche story up on the wall and let's say there's like a T Rice Pro right next to it, and you look at the magnet traction definition, the story is like this, and the T Rice is like this. You know, it's a lot more mellow. You can actually see it. The first generation magnet tractions, they would come out super aggressive and come to an abrupt point almost, and then the transition back in was the same way, so it was like really defined. And as they mellowed it out, it's there, but it's more like, you know, very, very mellow, like a wavy line and whatnot. So you can look at that and see it. It's like you look at stuff like traction bumps, serrated edge, anything like that. You can see it. Even if you take a Mervin board and you put it up against a smoking board, you can see that they bend their edges completely different in there. So not all magnet traction is the same. And the current generation that Mervin is using on their boards is way more mellow than it was in the first generation when it came out. Okay. Old Man Shredder, do you do any other board sports than snowboarding? I'll skateboard from time to time. So, but by and large, right now, not doing much of anything. Oh, we got a backspin. And no, we're out of those. Let's see. All right. The Shred Ship, any overseas plans this upcoming season? I think by and large, I'm probably sticking local this year. I got to play it by ear. Right now, it's a little too soon. Like, you know, obviously, who the fuck knows where we're going to be at in 6 months. But right now, I'm going to probably try to stay local. I kind of come to the conclusion, I just fucking hate traveling to go snowboard. It's not comfortable for me. I have everything I fucking need here. Got multiple resorts. Like, I'd rather just take a day trip to Steamboat and be there in an hour and a half and fucking ride for 5 hours and then just get in the car and drive home, or take a trip over to Aspen and be there in 2 hours and come home. You know, like, that's kind of where I'm at with things. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think we're kind of caught up on those questions. So if anyone's got any more, let's pop them over there, down below, or wherever the fucking chat box shows up for you. And we'll definitely get it done. Yeah. From there. David Barnes, holy smokes, I'm having a lockdown baby. That's your fault for shooting baby gravy everywhere. Your pullout game is weak. Ooh. I think we're caught up. Also, I think I gotta check the weight on the wheel. I know it's off by 2 grams, so I gotta figure out how to counterbalance that thing. Water bottle. Maybe I'll convince Smoke and Jay to give up on the idea of an actual brand and convert it into a Build-A-Bear, but for snowboards. And they still wouldn't get built, man. Holy shit. The amount of people that did not get snowboards from Smoking because he's fucking, who knows what he's doing. I swear to God, he's off doing hard drugs again or some shit, man. I cannot endorse Smoking snowboards right now. It's, whew. Yeah. Okay. Jeffrey T. Bolello, what would you recommend as a binding for a Warpig 151? For that, I mean, I'd be looking at like your Union Strata, maybe your Ride EX. I would do like a K2 lineup. Probably do a Rome DOD, maybe a 390 Boss, somewhere in there. Don't want to do the Vice. The Vice fucking sucks. I'd be looking at like the Now Times Yes binding as well. Like, there's a couple options for you. Okay, Horatio Nachito, for a bigger guy, 250 pounds, you still suggest a Jones Ultra Mountain Twin or perhaps a Karua Auto, as I like their pencil directional. Not too familiar with the Auto. If I think that's the Twin one, right? Isn't it? I think so. That's like their all mountain one. Otherwise, yeah, Ultra Mountain Twin for sure for that weight would be solid. All right. Andrew Perry, thoughts on Academy snowboards? I'm tired of everyone making fun of me on a Never Summer. It's a Never Summer with camber. There you go. And it's not even true camber. Like, not all of them are true camber. They say they are, but if you look at them, it's like cam rocker and shit like that. Or, yeah, rocker in the tip and the tail. Or it's a micro camber and shit like that. You don't want to get picked on? Go buy a fucking real snowboard, dude. Okay. Vincent Do, Ride Rodeo or K2 formula for a 54 Super Pig. So formula, if you're cool with 3 degrees of canting. Like, you're stuck with that 3 degrees of canting. Otherwise, rodeo, definitely. Adnan Fazlik, boot fitting question. Got Burton Imperials 10, and they run super small. Stick with and hope they stretch out. Not crazy tight, but close. If you haven't heat molded them yet, heat mold the liner. If you've heat molded them, pull the footbed up, put a little heel wedge in under the footbed. That will pull the heel back up high and pull the toe off. Reheat mold them. Do that. After about 5 to 7 days, they should break in. I mean, unless your toes are like fully crunched and shit, but I think you're probably borderline like right where you need to be. So, yeah. What do we got? Go back. Lose your turn. Okay. All right. all you guys debating children. Let me tell you the only reason to have children. Spare parts. You got bone marrow and organs to harvest to prolong your life. And if you need a blood donor, there's a good chance you can take it from them. I'm just saying, spare parts. Only reason to have them. Unless you're like one of those people that might be poor when you're old, then maybe they'll take care of you. But that's all dependent on how well you educate and train them and like explain to them to get a career to make lots of money to support you in your old life. Or maybe they'll become like a super sports player and they'll just take care of mom and dad forever. Otherwise, kids, fucking made it 38 years without one, and I'm hoping I can make it another 38. Closest I want to be is Uncle Avran to my friends' kids, and that's it. Whew. I mean, on a plus side, those single moms, you know they put out. They're always a little more generous. Them and fat chicks. It's like they don't know when they're going to get it again, so they put out a little quicker. You don't have to work as hard. I also think that their standards are a little lower. Single dads, though, they're probably deadbeats. There's like very few times you ever see like a single dad and he's got full custody. He's like, God, I gotta go deal with my kids this weekend. Throw money at them. Those kids end up fucking worked as shit. I should know. I snowboard with them. Ugh. Yeah. Old man Shredder, I've got 2 kids, so just give me another spin. This is all you have to look forward to in life. Is a spin of the wheel. I gotta check the weighting on this. This thing's a little off. Let's try it. Let's give it. All right. Kendall Chambers. You got stickers if you want it. So feel free to email me. info@angrysnowboarder, and we'll do that. And your question, your thoughts on a playful all-mountain board for an intermediate rider, 250 pounds in Taos, New Mexico. I would look at like a ride algorithm, a yes typo, maybe a Jones Mountain twin. Those would be like, or you could even probably get away with the Arbor Coda Camber. Those would be like 4 right there off the top of my head. Ivan Drago, has Slim called in today? No, he sent a really threatening text message, but that was about it. All right. So, yeah. Let's see. Whew. Alan Poon, my next target group on dating sites, women in their 30s with kids. Singlemoms.com? Is that a thing? Single MILFs? MILFs.com? Where do you go for this? Like, I mean, if there's an Only Farmers, there's got to be one for single moms. Andrew Perry, it's love season and Avran refuses to do a video on top 5 how to pick up chicks. Because I'm fucking awful at it. I scare women. Mainly because I have no filter. I will say anything I fucking want at any given point, and they get mortified and run off in fear. I'm okay with this. I'm dying alone. Wet, naked, probably covered in my own feces. That might just be next week. I don't even know. Ugh. Old Man Shredder, is Kevin still around or has he succumbed to the Rona? I talked to him 2 days ago, so he's alive. I don't really know what he's doing. So, yeah. Vanessa Tracy, you don't scare me. You say this. You say this until you get around me. And then you're like, oh, holy fuck, that was a big mistake. Seriously, the only women strong enough to date me are like Eastern European. or dames. That's it. They're the only ones that know how to deal with me. Tried to date a Polish princess. That didn't work. She wasn't strong enough. She didn't spend enough time in the Eastern Bloc. No. I know how this goes. That are chicks from the ghetto. Like, they're from Compton. They probably like me. And I'm probably, like, cool with it. So, we got this. Jack Ripper, I've been hitting that group for a minute. Tinder and Bumble has plenty of single moms. Single moms need love, too. Was Mother's Day. All you have to do is send them flowers, and they're putty in your hands. Ugh. You know, I mean, obviously, in the middle of this pandemic, Farmers Only is probably the best choice to meet a significant other because they can make you food. They can literally grow you food. They know how to, like, grow livestock. They know how to grow plants. You're going to get fed. I mean, let's just be real. Food shortages might just happen, but you date a farmer, you're guaranteed to eat. Plus, they know how to plow your field. Just saying. Ooh. Oh, God. Water bottle. Do we need to import Avran a girlfriend from God knows where? No. I don't want to date anyone. I think I'm going to turn asexual. Seriously, South Korea or Japan or wherever, they need to figure out these robot sex dolls. Get that shit on another level, and then I can fucking launch a crowdfunding campaign for it, and I'll be fine. Like, I need one that actually knows how to cook, clean, change the oil on my car, you know, take my snowboards to the shop to have them base ground, shovel the walkway, understands that my dog knows how to kill and how to enforce those rules with the dog to kill. Clean my guns. That's really important, cleaning my guns. Ugh. Vincent Dew, meat prices are going up here in the fatherland. When should we start eating skiers? Skier, the other white meat. Actually, it's the other white meat. Whew. Yeah. Anyways, no, it's not about me. Also, wax boobs. I just thought this was funny, so I'll show you that. Oh. Oh, God. All right. So we've been at this for about 2 hours. I think you guys have got your fix of Avran for the fucking week. Hopefully. God, I hope so. I'm literally the fucking worst. Ooh. One more super chat from Kendall Chambers. What do you prefer, Tellus backslash or Endeavor archetype? Probably the backslash gets ridden more. I mean, they're both great boards, but I definitely... Sweet, you the 2 stickers. Cool. I definitely ride the... I definitely ride the backslash way more, so yeah. Vincent Dew. Oh, what's John Cenacorn doing in the pose on the altar? He's taking a shit. I mean, come on, dude. You never seen a fucking unicorn turd? Cenacorn turd? Look at that fucking thing. That thing's huge. Dude's dropping deuces up there. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. Anyways, we're in this to 2 hours. New top 5 tomorrow, if I ever get around to doing it. There'll be an announcement when I finally put shit up, mystery boxes and mystery bags for sale up on angrysnowboarderstore.com. But if you want to buy stickers on angrysnowboarderstore.com, go right ahead. There's plenty of that. Let's see. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing anything we got coming out. If you really want to support us, you got the financial means to, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. Also, new podcast coming out here in the future. I got some other videos I'm working on. Hopefully that'll entertain you guys. No, I'm not going to date Vanessa Tracy. Sorry. I'm making it a policy that I don't date any fans. Sorry. This isn't onlyfans.com. Not diddling my butt for coins. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys have a good day. Remember, Friday we're going to do a live stream at some point, I think. So,